Alright, we're not wasting any time. We're not wasting any time. There are a lot of reports floating around as I speak saying that Vries has been given the kick, the sack, the "you're fired, he's out," and that they're going to replace him with Ricciardo. So let's talk. Now I tweeted this earlier, but this only makes sense to me, at least, from a we're struggling in the constructors and we need to do better so we can get more money approach. I think that's the only real circumstance in which I think this makes sense, because Vries hasn't really shown much he's shown a bit of improvement since the start of the season, but not enough where I guess Red Bull have any faith in him. And we know Marco's regretted his decision. He hasn't minced his words about how poor Vries has driven this year compared to not only his teammate but the whole grid, right? So with Ricciardo, not only do you get a popular name, a popular face, somebody that's going to bring more eyes to your team, probably even sell some merch, but you also get a guy that, if he gels with the car well, could be the second driver you need to gain more points in what is a very close constructors battle at the back of the grid, right? And we also need to remember that AlphaTauri isn't going to even be called AlphaTauri next year. We don't know what that team's going to be next year. So they're going to need the money to do whatever rebrand they're planning and for it to be successful. The other way you look at this is Red Bull seeing if Ricciardo is ready to replace Perez. Now, I'm still not of the impression that Ricciardo is going to be the guy to replace Checo. I think it doesn't make the most sense to me. I don't think Perez currently is a worse driver than Ricciardo, and I don't necessarily see what Ricciardo would bring to the team that Perez hasn't. Yes, he's had a couple qualifying mishaps, but Perez's pace has not been bad. So I personally, that wouldn't be a problem to me if I were Red Bull. If Perez was genuinely slow in certain situations where they have a fast car, I'd understand it. But that video is coming out later. But does this move make sense for Red Bull? Sure. You can't really put Lawson in right now because Super Formula is still going on. If it's a case where Super Formula ends and you want to pull a 2017 where you just put a bunch of different guys in the car, then so be it. If we remember back to 2017, they had Hartley, Gasly, and Kvyat all in the Toro Rosso at the same time, right? Just going between all of them, going among all of them rather. That might be a situation here, but only time will tell. Am I excited for Ricciardo back? Kind of. I mean, he didn't really do anything for me in his last season with McLaren, but it would be a good experiment with him and the AlphaTauri to see whether or not he gels with the car and can get some of his reputation back or not. If he beats Tsunoda's gonna look like trash, and if Tsunoda beats him, he's gonna look like trash. So in a sense, this might be the most important teammate battle on the grid as it regards legacies, because whoever loses this teammate battle is gonna have their rep shattered forever. So watch out for this. This might be teammate battle of the year. But that's all I have to say on this matter at the moment. We're gonna keep sitting, we're gonna keep watching, we're gonna keep seeing things unfold, and then we're gonna come back here and react to it right here on Intern Talks Wheel.